All right, guys, good morning here. Welcome back to the stream. It's Monday. It's the first day of February. So let's see what we can get out of it. We ended March. No, wait. It's the wrong order. We ended January very green. It was our best day trading month, so day trading small cap specifically. So that was really good. So let's see what we can squeeze out of February. You know, calm and collected. No need to ever get aggressive on any single one day. No one day should ever make or break you. So, you know, if you don't see the right setups today, there's no worries. So just keep that in mind. Stay calm and collected. Be patient, and you know, you'll get the setup at one point. I think with ASM, one of our lead gappers here, this is the perfect example. I was kind of waiting for a nice pullback here. It looked like we were getting some momentum back to the upside. I ended up closing my position when it looked like it was, you know, fading volume. And this one, you know, could have been a good one if I just maybe waited here for a more healthy pullback somewhere in this area, somewhere in this area. Two options for sure. One sec. It's like every time I start the stream, there's a giant bus that decides to park under my window. I don't know what it is. I'll open that window a little bit later. It is nice to get some fresh air in. Right now, it was -7 in Berlin, and it was crazy. I went for a walk this morning, and it freaking froze halfway through. What was I just talking about? So, what is this? This looks like something broken. My posts. So if we just go to stats here really quickly, just to talk about, well, you guys already know. We'll actually be doing a recap very soon on February. So we ended February at 13.3K. Pretty nice, you know, almost 200 trades. So not one trade really was, you know, a major factor. We did have one really nice swing trade, but other than that, you know, it was. What did I just click on? It was pretty much all the day trades added up. Not one of the day trades was really that good. Our best one we made $440 with, so pretty small stuff. So let's see here if we can slowly crank the position size up from 7,000 to 10,000 average per trade, and you know, keep steady progress. I actually just did a small trade with AAU. I kind of want to review as well here. This one was having a nice bottom here, found a lot of support, started breaking back to the upside, then we cracked the VWAP and 9 EMA big right here, and then we had a healthy pullback, and then boom, I was looking for that continuation here, which we got, and it was actually like a 4% move, but I actually ended up fumbling out at 11.11 or 1.11, and my entry was pretty much at 1.1, so I don't know, it wasn't the best trade. Now it's selling off a little bit. Thanks, Jeremy, for that $2, man. I appreciate that. What's my opinion on ADXS? Always appreciate the support. Let's see here. Oh, you guys want to be checking the catalyst, right? Compensation compressed peptide mini gene expression. Oh, this is just such a complicated sentence. To use thereof. Okay, so I came out on the 26th. The 29th was the last trading day, if I'm not mistaken. So it's no new catalyst. So for day trading, it's probably not an option for me. I don't know. This looks like a biotech kind of. I'm not really sure about that, but could be a good swing trade. It's in a healthy, you know, uptrend here. Big resistance at $1, but for day trading, I'm not sure if we're going to be looking at this one today. Big resistance here at 0.8, something to consider. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about this ticker, so I can't really comment on it. But for day trading, probably not. Definitely not actually, unless some new news comes out. And then for swing trading, I don't know. You know, I don't swing trade biotechs, but I'm not even sure if that is one. You probably know much more about that company than I do. So right now, you always want to be asking yourself for day trading specifically, because right now that's what we're doing. We're going to switch to obviously swing trading, usually a little bit closer to 10:30 once we wrap up day trading. But you always want to be asking yourself, what is the most obvious lead gapper here? What's the ticker everyone's looking at? And that is without a question ASM, right? What's the most obvious gapper. I can actually update my watch list here, and then let's see what else is popping along. Close the stats, we'll refresh this. Let's go here. So ASM is a Canadian silver basic material company. That's really the catalyst on ASM. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but right now there's a bunch of silver squeeze news. Silver's up right now. I put silver here on our indexes. It's up 10%. It's had a huge run just recently. If we go here to the if we go here to the futures and then we go to silver, where is it hiding? Metals, silver. You can see this ridiculous pop it just had. So between 30 and somewhere around 22, there's huge kind of support in this area. Had a double bottom. Now it's trending to the upside, having a big breakout here. So this crack 30 is going to be, what everyone's watching. So ASM is really joining that hype a little bit. They do have offering news. So at first I was very weary with this offering news, but this is the ticker. That's more or less a Wall Street bet play. Talking about Wall Street bets, did you guys notice on CoinMarketCap, Wall Street bets is popping up here? $25 billion market cap. That's freaking insane. They've had a huge run just recently. I mean, that puts them up here with Tether, just out of the blue. So, something to think about. I'm not long Wall Street bets coin, but I gotta say I got a really good chuckle out of that one. PHUN looked pretty interesting as well. I was waiting for that crack of $3 and then buying here on the lows. Ended up missing it. I got distracted. I was looking at something else. It's a little bit unfortunate. This was like at 8:51. Yeah, I was looking at it here. I missed this one, and then I was watching, waiting. Could have snagged that. I was pretty confident about it too, but yeah. It is lacking quite a bit of volume, but if PHUN gets back above 3, this could have a nice little rebound here. 26 down from pre-market highs. That's not too bad. It has had quite the run though, so I'm a little bit nervous if it keeps breaking 3, it might downtrend. But green volumes coming up there a little bit, so that's not too bad. ASM is still the ticker I'm watching. Let's go back actually and talk about it. Canadian silver, 108 market cap, 87 million float. I mean, it's a little bit bigger than classically what we're looking for, but it's holding its highs very, very well. It again doesn't really have a news catalyst itself, but it does have kind of macro news around it. But just be careful with that offering news. In terms of spike history, I mean, yeah, there's a few, but it's not your classic spike candidate at all, for sure, which makes sense as a mineral play. Yeah, Alfie, that's kind of the whole point though, right? That's exactly the catalyst. That's why GME went up so much, and that's why silver is looking to start breaking out here, because it's the next target for Wall Street bet, so to say. So I've already traded ASM twice, mostly here on this way to the upside, and a little bit of consolidation here. Then I wasn't trading it until eventually it looked like it found a bottom, but I kind of got shaken out here. A little bit unfortunate because this was a nice move. I gotta say, I feel like there's something shady going on here with this ticker, especially with that offering news. It just doesn't breed confidence exactly, but I mean, this offering is 25% of the market cap, so it's pretty big. There you can see the offering news. So it's good to remember that behind every company there's just the people working there, and we're day trading it. I do want to point out that this right here, this company has agreed to pay agents a cash commission of 3% of the offering is a lot. That usually it's between 1 and 2%. So let's say 1.5. So they're paying 2 times the price to get this offering. Ring the suspicion bells, because that's definitely a point of concern. Looks like they're trying to get it out quick, take advantage of this price hike is really what's going on. So they know. This was pretty smart from David Wolfen, I think, because they're going to be able to raise a lot of capital at potentially unrealistically high levels. So let's see what happens. Morning, Corey. Morning, everyone else dropping in. By the way, we have 0 drop frames, so there shouldn't be any delay. Try clicking forward or going as forward as possible. Fair enough, Alfie. Feel free to share as much information about it as possible. If you know anything else, I oftentimes miss something, so that's why we got the community here to make sure we catch each other. So SI here, the silver futures ETF, you can see this one's had a big move now since the 28th, up around 23%, and right now up 10% today pre-market. Happy to hear it, KBF. So ASM is still the ticker I'm looking at. I am very cautious about this ticker with that offering, because you don't know. There's going to be a lot of sellers on this one. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a total dump, but there's definitely going to be sellers keeping this one down, I think. So we'll see. And this ticker itself, I wouldn't argue is the squeeze candidate. Yeah, this is the same article that we were just reading. Let's go back to the website, see if I can squeeze out a little bit more information. Yeah, at market distribution. So there's going to be sellers for sure. You're going to feel it on the order book. Yeah, there's no exercise price or anything like that. In terms of news, obviously silver, guys, is a big headline here for the markets. Let's quickly see what NPR is up to. Myanmar, I always say that wrong. Probably because I spell it wrong. 1 second. Myanmar. Just had a coup, if you guys are not aware. Burma is actually what the U.S. still calls it, although they did change the name. There's a military coup going on over here right now, so that's making headlines. You know what's actually funny? I've already read about this probably 4 or 5 times this morning, and I still stumble over myself when I pronounce the name. So I don't know if I have like some sort of dyslexic reading problem or something like that. It happens to me every time. The winter in the whole Northeast is pretty heavy duty. A lot of planes grounded. Communications were suspended and flights disrupted as the military took power from an elected government and declared a 1-year state of emergency. Yeah, it's pretty serious stuff going on over there. We had I'm having a huge brain fart right now. Obama visited Myanmar, but then imposed sanctions on it. We've been imposing sanctions on Myanmar for quite some time. Here we go. From the Wall Street Journal, online traders push up silver, GameStop and AMC rise again. COVID-19 vaccines to stress test grocery stores and pharmacies. That's actually quite funny. Stress test, you guys probably know, is the term that banks use when you run a simulator. Can this bank handle an '08 crisis? That's a stress test, right? So the COVID coronavirus vaccines, COVID vaccines, are the stress tests for the grocery stores and pharmacies. Can they handle getting all these vaccines out? That's actually kind of an interesting thing. So it's going to be interesting is watch Biden's reaction to this and what kind of the Biden administration does. So yeah, Myanmar is definitely one of the big articles. Silver for sure. Just going to highlight this one. Look at this, WWE making top searches here on Google. Silver price, New York City weather, schools closed. Clubhouse, Elon Musk was on Clubhouse, so that's why it's spiking. Black History Month. That's right, guys, February, Black History Month. Today's the first day. Oh man, this weekend. I was planning to take this weekend totally off to really relax, do a lot of nature stuff, and ultimately what I ended up doing was taxes all weekend long. Freaking my eyes are about to fall out of my head. I think that's why I'm probably like a little bit out of it. So January 31st, right, is when your 1099s and W-2s are due. So I was doing that for our company, and that took quite some time because you pretty much have to do all the accounting for the company in a way. You got to know who you paid out for W-2s. If shareholders are getting W-2s, then you have to kind of know how much the profit and losses of the company. So for our company's sake, as an S corp, we had to dig into it quite a bit. So that took a bit longer than I was hoping for, but it was also quicker than I expected. I don't know. I wasn't kind of ready for it, but once we dug deep, we got it done. So that's good. But don't worry, if corporate taxes are only due March 15th, and then personal taxes are, what is that, April something, April tax day. I should know this. 15th as well. Okay, yeah. I was like, is it March only the corporate is 15th? Okay. All right, let's get back on track here. It's 9:16, so we got plenty of time before the market opens. I'm usually not trading right now anyway, and it's good to always get a general idea of what the whole world's up to, what is kind of affecting the indexes, and I think now we're in position to make a little bit more educated trades here. So yeah, let's keep on checking out the top gappers. Yeah, Colby, I just read your message. It's a little depressing. It sounds so dystopian. Ugh. I also just read beer consumption is at all-time lows due to coronavirus, which really puts a stake in my heart a little bit. Being a little bit of a home brewer myself, it's, quite depressing. So take note, guys. If you can, do what you can to contribute to your local brewery. I'm sure they will be just as happy as any other restaurant out there, if not more happy. The tax filing deadline was extended to July 15th. Okay, Jeff, thanks for that update. I don't know about 1099s though and W-2s. That was my issue. I had to get those out the door, but whatever. You know what? It's out the door, so I'm happy anyway. JJ Buckner was pounding beers on his live. We pounded a liter of beer. Or was that 2 liters? No, wait, hold on. Let me think about here. I don't even remember. I think it was 1.5 liters. I think we did on the live stream during Oktoberfest. That was quite funny. So many. When I was brewing my own, an oatmeal stout was one of my favorite, probably best reviewed ones as well from my family members, friends and family. What else do we got here? Oatmeal stout. IPA, that was okay. I brewed you obviously have like your pumpkin ale for Thanksgiving. That was quite fun. That was pretty strong too. Maibach is one of my favorite beers actually. I brewed that one for the seasonal. Obviously your IPAs you make, that's always good fun. The stronger beers are nicer to make because they don't go bad as easy, because if anyone's brewed their own beer, you realize that beer is such a fragile creature, and just one misstep and you got a freaking contamination bomb on your hands, literally exploding. The exploding fermenter is a different problem. That's a different reason, but that could lead to contamination as well. So I've had a few fermenters blow up on me. LODE. Here's another mining corp. Actually, let's pull this one off. Sorry, guys, I'm getting so off topic right now. U.S. real estate company, 27 million float, 43 million market cap. This one definitely fits our watch list much, much closer. It is probably one of the top gappers as well, so keep a close eye on this one. I know I sure will. We'll probably even watch this one out of the gates here. Nice little trend to the upside. Another 10 minutes before the market opens. Yeah, it was 2 liters, Jason said. Okay. Nice. Scott brewed a smoky brown. Oh, yeah. That sounds quite nice. Nothing like brewing some beer. There's always those days where you look out the window and you're like, that's beer brewing weather. It's kind of like good surf weather, kind of little offshore wind, kind of breezy in a way, but also still the sun's out. You just kind of feel a little bit of extra calmness in the air. It's a little crisp. It's a little bit cold. Does the pattern day trader rule apply to options trading? To be honest, I'm not sure if I can answer that. I don't do options trading. Probably because pattern day traders for margin accounts, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's see here. Pattern day trader rules. Let's pull it up. Remember, pattern day trader is only for margin accounts, so you don't want to forget that. Cash accounts are not under the pattern day trader rule. Is no longer able to execute. Yeah, okay. So it does look like it's for options. Does apply to both options and stocks, does not apply to futures. It also does not apply to crypto, so don't forget about that. If you guys want to do a little bit more trading, trade crypto. That's pretty cool. Looks like there's some videos on how to avoid it as well, so let me know if you learn anything. Feel free to share it in the Discord. We should probably start an options chat in the Discord. I think I've said that before and I forgot, so let me make a note here. Options chat in Discord, unless there's already one and I forgot about it. Miller Lite is my go-to when I'm out. Come on, Matt. Miller is definitely one of the better of the big three. Fair enough. Does Bud Light still count as beer? Legally, in certain countries, no. But, you know, I'd still drink Bud Light every now and then. Especially if I'm offshore. Put an arm in place. All right, let me catch up here. I like that feedback, Tricon. ALYA is really selling off quite nasty. So we typically don't trade tickers when they sell off 30% below pre-market highs. That would be right, or that already be over past here. So this one, once they sell off, usually they just keep selling off. So ALYA, I'm probably not going to be looking at, just in case you guys are wondering. We got another 6 minutes here before the market opens. Good time to always do a quick little restroom break. Maybe fill up your tea. I'm already out. So I'm going to quickly pause this. And, well, not pause it. I can't pause it. It's a live stream, but you know what I mean. You know. Boom chakalaka, I'm back. I took such a big bite of this apple. Can't get it down. Pina coladas are my favorite. Yeah, SIEB, I looked at it, was pretty nasty, but pretty much everything is pretty nasty. That's why, you know, we day trade small caps. We're usually not swing trading the small caps. I realized why I was like, something feels off today, and I just realized I was wearing slippers that there's like a good inch on these bad boys. I was like, why do I feel taller today? All right, nice. Yeah, Einheitsgebot. 1516. That's a really good one. Of the first German laws actually was to regulate beers. I don't know if this story is true, but what I heard is Germany originally was like a very there was like not one central area of governance, so the king would always go around the country, or the current ruler of the time. That's true. That's a fact. Now, this is the part where I'm not sure if it's true. Basically, when the people always got to the next towns, they were disappointed, like, oh, this beer tastes weird, this doesn't weird. People wanted some consistency in their beer, so that was why one of the first laws in Germany came to be the Reinheitsgebot of 1516 that only allowed 4 ingredients in your beer, right? Water, barley, yeast, and hops, right? The bittering unit. So that's always a good one. It makes me happy. All right, guys, we got another 2 minutes here before the market opens. Let's be a little bit more focused. I'm really just speaking about myself here. Let's see what's going on. ASM is still one of my favorite at the moment, even though overall the ticker is just a little bit slightly shady. But you know, SPY up right now 1%. That's a big move. We also have silver up 11% because of the whole silver squeeze kind of news coming out right now with Wall Street Bet. So it's a market where larger stuff is moving, so that oftentimes puts a little bit of a damper on these small caps. Also, don't forget LODE and ASM don't really have news themselves so much as opposed to just a larger overall trend here with silver, specifically ASM, not so much LODE. Here we go. Shares of several silver and gold stocks are trading higher amid retail investor interest in the silver market as potential short squeeze candidate. So if you're wondering why stock is up, it's up because it's being traded. I'll never get rid of that news article from, what was that, last week? That was the classic. And beer was usually less contaminated than water to drink. Yeah, that's true. That's the alcohol. Oh. Corey, there's a few people here that are playing with fire on AMC for sure. You know, this is such a nice clean pattern on it that, you know, I'm kind of tempted to do it myself. Thanks for the $4, Micah. Appreciate that. Actually, $9. You donated before. I did see that. I forgot to mention it. So I appreciate the donation, man. All right, guys, let's go here. 4 seconds before the market opens. Good luck, everyone. I'm calm and collected because I'm not super stoked about any of these tickers, but let's see what happens. AMC, guys, huge double top potential here. I'm not going to trade AMC myself. So that's why I haven't really been talking about it. I don't know. Too risky for me. It could easily just be not allowed to be traded. So no play. CVLB kind of moving here. ASM, I got the ASM on my second screen. ALYA is on such a low that this actually could be an interesting bottom bounce in this area after that big sell-off it had. I'm not super stoked about it, but that is a move nonetheless. ASM trying here. Nice move there out. Unload. Thanks, Tyler. ASM looks like it might break a low here. It's got to hold 69, 269. It's cracking. There it goes. Next support around 2.5. Holy Lord, that was quite the sell-off. Let's see if it holds. There's a big move there. Might have a quick recovery. Might also keep breaking 2.5. I'm watching this one. No trades yet. 2.5 could crack any moment. 10 more seconds in this candle. I think 2.5 will crack. Let's see what happens. Possible break here any second. $30. Possible entry at For some reason, I'm not going long. No idea why. Working orders not showing up. Can't cancel my orders. Oh boy, guys. We got a TOS issue on our hands here. Alright, guys. I don't know if TOS is down or what's going on. I'm going to check if I'm long. I don't believe I'm long. I have no idea. It's hard to say. It's going for the red to green move. I would be closing out right now. It says I'm not long. So, don't know what's going on. App's not working. I don't know if I'm long. There's really not a lot to say right now. Just watching. We'll see what's happening here. I tried to place a sell order just in case I was executed. This is looking pretty rough right now. I don't think I'm long. Hopefully none of these orders are going through. So far, I was up 570 pre-market, and on TD Ameritrade web platform, I'm up 570. So I'm not really sure. I'm going to guess that I'm not long. I just had an alert go off. That could be a good sign. I'm trying to cancel my orders as much as possible. I'm just going to keep doing that. Looks like my working orders here popped up. Not sure why they're working orders now. These should be canceled. Try and cancel these orders. Oh boy. It's really hard to say what's going to happen here. Oh boy, of course they're going to go through now. Ay. I don't know. Cancel orders. 325. Wow, we got lucky if only 325 were executed. I'm going to quickly sell this. ASM at 423. Whoa, what just happened? Now orders are randomly popping up. Oh boy. Working orders. No. Where are these working orders? Oh my god. I'm down. Giving back over $600 randomly. Makes me so mad, honestly. Yeah, giving back $500 for no reason. This could have been a nice, big, profitable trade here. Very nice, profitable trade. We were up on this one, technically 7%. My God. This is, I have no idea what's going on right now. All my orders from the past, I guess, are getting filled. I have no control over this at the moment. I have no control about whatever's going on right now. Zero control. Did my sell order go through? That's the real question. My sell order did not go through. Of course, the one order that should have went through didn't. This is classic. Whenever TOS breaks, it always seems to be when everything falls off a cliff. Cancel order. I just bought more ASM. Apparently, I'm buying ASM right now. I'm down $700. I was up $600 before the market opened. Pre-market trading. This is really bad right now. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna have to call TOS. Not sure if I'm gonna end the stream or not. I'm still buying. I'm still buying this stock. It says at 41. I'm still buying this stock at 41. So, in case anyone's wondering, I'm not actually buying this stock at 41. I'm being forced to buy it at 41 right now, totally against my will. So, this is pretty nasty right now. I didn't think this was going to be so bad, but I would... If there was no issues or anything, I would probably be buying in this area. So I'm going to wait here, see if we get a little bounce off this area, and then I'm going to go ahead and close this position, and then I'm going to call TD Ameritrade, and then we'll hopefully get it resolved at one point. So there's nothing I can do right now. I cannot manage this position. At least I don't think so. So
for calling TD Ameritrade regarding the ThinkorSwim platform. For trading, please press 1.
Hold on 1 second here. I can't use this. I need to use my... All right, well, there's really not a lot I can do right now. So let's just manage this position and kind of go from there. Corey says put him on speaker. There's not a lot I can say right now, guys. I gotta manage this.
Ameritrade account number, followed by the pound sign. Or you can press star, then enter the social security number for the account you were calling about.
I'll go on mute.
That is an invalid account number. Please enter the social security number for the account you were calling about, followed by the pound sign. Please note, thank you for calling TD Ameritrade. We are currently experiencing longer than normal wait times.
They have a long
Apologize for any inconvenience.
wait times right now.
If you are calling about a good faith violation in your cash account,
See if we can get out of this count at 30.
Reserve Board's Regulation T, a good faith violation occurs after a stock is purchased with unsettled funds and then sold before the funds used to make the purchase have settled. The settlement period for the sale of stock is transaction day plus 2 days. Under Regulation
Trust me, Chris. Webull has their own issues. Looking for a break here of 2-3. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it.
During this restriction, you will only be able to buy securities if you have enough settled cash.
Yeah, I should have been not so aggressive on this one because this time, Well, it's hard to focus right now because I'm kind of on the phone, so I was really thinking about my phone call just now, not so much this trade. Ah, man, it would be the one time here where the price falls off a cliff where TD Ameritrade stops working. So it's always a little bit extra stressful. So. I'm waiting for that move over 30. Oh my lord. They're just rambling here about nothing. Let's see here. New minutes about to start. Possible break of 30. I can't sell this position either. I don't know if you guys see that. Look at this. These sell orders aren't going through. So I can't sell, and I randomly buy against my will. So yeah, I'm not sure what to say. Classic. Oh, I randomly sold at the worst price. Well, I'm down $45 on the day. I was up 600, so I just gave back all of my pre-market profit, totally against my own will. But we had to manage this position because last time TD Ameritrade didn't give us back so much. I'm hoping this whole position gets reversed. But let's say I didn't sell it here. And it goes down below $2, and I'm down $5,000. TD Ameritrade, there's a good chance would only, give me $500 or something like this. So it's easier to bargain when your loss is smaller. Trust me. It's not my loss. I had no control over this trade, but it's easier to talk about $500 than $5,000. That's what I learned from the last, I don't know, 6 times this has happened to me. It doesn't happen a lot, but it happens enough where you lose a lot of faith in your brokerage. The thing is, there's no good brokerage out there. Probably the best one is probably Lightspeed. You're going to be paying a pretty penny for that. So it's a bit of a question, how do you want to go about this? So there we go, guys. You saw a whole entire glitch happen in real time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So yeah, we're down here, $45 on the day. Was up $600. So at the minimum, TD Ameritrade owes me a good dinner, or a week of dinner in Berlin. That's like 10 diners. Yeah, Beckham says I'd rather pay Lightspeed than deal with TOS. Yeah, I mean, today for sure. If today was a normal situation, I would as well. But I do like how TD Ameritrade usually operates. ASM, yeah, so this is why we closed. So now I would be down about $2,500, right? And trust me, very soon, I could be down if it breaks $2, which it looks like it might. I would be down $4,000 soon, then $5,000. And then once you're down $5,000, then it's hard. So somehow I was able to buy it randomly, or I wasn't able to buy it, and then randomly when the price was low, I had to buy it at a super high price, and then all of a sudden I was, I couldn't sell it. The price went past my sell limit order, and then randomly I got executed at a low number. So it's a little annoying here what we had to deal with. I hope this doesn't continue. I remember last year in, what was that, April, June, July, it was really bad. I mean, there was like, you know, a whole week, and then like I think it was 2 weeks we couldn't even trade. That was really annoying. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Chris, you know, you would think so, and I think so as well sometimes, but they've never once looked at my videos. They usually see the information pretty black and white on their servers. There's randomly notifications that this cancel didn't work. It's crazy how messed up everything is right now. I'm happy I had some pre-market profits, because if I didn't have pre-market profits and I was down right now over $1,000 or somewhere like, or no, this was like a $600 loss. That would be really annoying, you know, but at least we're basically at break even. So most likely I'm going to get my money back. So we're going to be back up $500, $600 on the day. I don't know, it's like a coin toss. It depends how they see it on their end. So this will be interesting. Oh boy, yeah. TOS is exploding right now. So once I go on the call, I probably will mute it at one point, because I'm going to have to give some information. So just a little heads up, guys. I won't probably mute all of it. Can you guys even hear it? I'm not even sure. I should just change this title of the live stream to all right, I just changed the name. All right, hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying the stream, but there's not a lot I can do about it. Sometimes I think that's kind of also the fun part about streaming with you guys, because you kind of we live all through all of it together. Yeah, it's true. We got good internet now, so it's not the internet. This is something that if you trade with any free broker, it feels like at the moment that every, I don't know, like once a month, I wouldn't say, but like every other month, you're going to have an issue similar to this. At least based on my 2020 statistics, I had this issue. I actually don't know the exact number, but I would argue 5 times, give or take 1. More give 1. So 5 or 6 times, I think it was, where I called TOS and I either got money back or I had to do something and then I got something else in return, but had to kill some people. Yeah, Jeff. The first time this happened, I got so upset, I got strep throat. So I'm like a little bit numb to it at one point. It's kind of unfortunate though. LODE, guys, picking up. Oh, great bottom it found here on the break, or low 2s. Beautiful move up here, 50% rally. I think this is also one of the bad parts. Yeah, whatever, I lost $600, it happens. I do that sometimes without TOS breaking. But then it's like, what's really annoying is you miss the upside. LODE's flying right now, and I'm not, I could be able to trade it. I actually don't know if I can still trade. I don't know if my orders will go through or not at the current point in time. But what I do know is my mental state is not really ideal anymore for trading, and I'm busy busy on hold on a phone call. So it's a bit of the missed opportunity, because now, you know, I might be foaming into LOD and be a little too emotional, and then all of a sudden lose more money instead of making, you know, another $1,000 or something like that. So that's also another loss, is an opportunity cost, I think. So yeah. You make 600 off LODE, they're gonna say they're even. Oh my lord. How come TOS never breaks on the tickers that go up 600%? I guess, you know, that's a phone call we could probably leave at that point, but it only ever happens when the ticker sells off all day. 5 or 6 times now. This is why people start drinking. Ooh, you're telling. We're over here learning what pattern day traders is on TOS support. I wonder if this has helped anybody. I wonder if anyone was like, oh, that was exactly my question. Probably. I mean, it's a pretty common question, I guess. That's why people jump out of buildings. That's so bad. Shouldn't even laugh about that, but I think there's probably some really bad stories out there as of ever since the whole GameStop and Robinhood issue and all the other brokers that didn't allow the trading. I think some people have some proper horror stories. AMC is very thickly traded right now. This is actually our lead gapper in the market in terms of dollar volume. NVAX, look at this one. Is anyone trading NVAX? Great move there. It's not the fastest mover. It's a little bit slow here, but it's kicking it. Big resistance coming up on this ticker. If you want to look at space, where are we at with space? Had that move into the 49s, but it didn't hold it very well. It's a bit of a pity. ASM is actually still kicking it here. We did sell it at a good spot. We should have sold it, or we tried to sell it at 30, above 30. All my orders didn't work. We could have walked away with extra 2% profit. Or TD Ameritrade could have walked away with an extra 2% profit, because this is not my trade. There's these really good things in our kitchen. I just went grocery shopping. I feel like I should grab one. So tasty. Morning, morning. Sasa, isn't it a little bit late to be getting up here? Is TOS free to use? Yeah. Arguably, TOS is one of the best free brokers. They weren't always free. I've been using them from since 2013. No. 2013, yeah, actually 2013 or 2014. I think it was 2013, but I've been using them for quite some time. You know, I originally was paying like $7.88 for per trade. They only went free 2019 November, or October or November is one of those days. yeah. My title isn't exactly very creative, but it's exactly it's exactly the situation. But yeah, I don't know. Like, if you see this video, you're probably like, oh my god, I'm never going to use TOS. But it's trust me, last week Robinhood was really the bad one. We've had weeks where Webull is the bad one. I don't know, pick your poison, or pay a premium, right? So yeah, that's the moral right now. Oh man, I was so ready to start trading today. You know, Monday pre-market, it was going good. It was going real good. We were up 600. I was like, all right, let's go. We're gonna get a nice little open red morning, you know, red to green move. We were up on this ticker so well too. We were up 3-4%. Nice little base hit. You know, that would have been another, you know, 2-3K. I mean, 2-300 in the pot. Then we'd be up 800 for the day. Then we would have switched over to LODE or another ticker. I don't know. Then lost all our money. No, I don't know. I don't know what we would have done, but you know, we would have done something instead of being on the phone with TDOS right now. Could have been a 1K profit day. Okay, I gotta stop talking about this because now I'm actually getting a little bit FOMO and upset. Is anyone trading LODE? Man, I'm so tempted to trade this ticker. I was actually really liking it as well. ASM falling off a cliff here, just broke $2, guys. If I was still holding ASM, we would be down 20%. 20% is $2,000 from our position size. So that would be really painful. So I'll take my $600 loss. Or no, wait, hold on. It should be, no, 20%. But no, never mind. I don't want to take my $600 loss, but like I said before, if you're just tuning in, it's much better to, you know, deal with a $600 loss on the phone call, trying to argue for something, than a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $6,000 loss, whatever this could turn into. That's happened to me once before because I didn't close it because I was like, you know what, this is not my trade. But then it, you know, the haggling became extremely difficult. So, you know, there is no, you know, screw the broker, let me give them a really big loss because this is not my trade. It's really your own misery as well. So, you know, you want to think about that a little bit. So if you ever do have an issue with TOS or any other broker, from my experience, it's better to close the trade at one point if you can. And you'll probably get a bonus on top of that, but I don't know. I also don't want to give false advice, but in my 5 to 6 times of this happening to me, that has I've done it both ways, where I hold on to the trade and I don't close it, and I close it right away, and yeah, the ones where I hold it and let TD Ameritrade close it is always a bit of a headache and quite nasty. And I walk away with much bigger losses.
If you're calling about funds you recently deposited by ACH, these funds have a 4-business.
Oh yeah, meet Kevin. I can only imagine.
Marginable products such as options.
Tesla's down quite a bit. Nice, Jeff. You missed it, but you know I like to hear the action, man. I like to hear that you're working on it. Rocket Ship Trades is wrecked, I'm wrecked. I don't know who he's talking about. Thanks for the $10, man. I really appreciate the support on the channel. You guys are pretty much making me green on the day, even if I don't get my money back from TD Ameritrade. Beautiful move on LODE. Oh, look at this. Failed morning breakout. Perfect round bottom near big support. Great first pullback near the 9 EMA. Huge 30% rally. Oh my god, I really wish I was trading this one. Is Kevin really still going long with GME, or what's he doing? Please elaborate, Wild Boys. Please, please, please. Yeah, Nicholas, exactly. Even though it's not your fault. So I think that's the hard part. Like, even though it's not your fault, you will still get penalized for not managing the position once you can. Which, how are you supposed to know you can? Because you weren't able to buy it earlier. And technically, I wasn't able to sell it, if you guys saw that. The price went through my limit order, and I removed the limit order like 4 or 5 times before I was able to act, before it went through. I don't know why. The price went over my sell order, and it never got filled, and then I was just chasing the price, and eventually it did get filled on the one that didn't even look like it would have. So it's a weird situation here. I don't know. This is actually really, usually I'm not on hold so long, so this is kind of surprising. All right, let's do some analysis here on LODE again because it broke past the highs. You know, where can this ticker run to? It looks like there's huge resistance at 4. We've had some fake outs from 4 before as well, though. So maybe we might run to 4 or 5. So let's keep a close eye on 4 or 5 as well. I'm going to unmark that area. Let's see, possible breakout at 4 here, and then possible rip to 4, 5. I might trade this with very small size to see if it works. But the 2 trades I already wanted are kind of over. This is definitely a little bit extended. But if we're trading with small size just for some practice, then it's fine. I'm not going to go full size, no way at this current time. I really wanted to be trading with like $20,000, honestly, on some of these trades. I was ready to kick it today. So that makes it even more painful here. ASM, guys, at about to break 190. That's really nasty. I feel like I'm going to get some sort of like copyright infringement on this video because TD Ameritrade is playing some sort of weird background music and it's copyrighted music. I don't know if that's true, but there's a good chance it's going to happen. We'll see what happens. YouTube is so good at picking up background music. One time I had music going on in a different room. I could barely hear it, and that video got a copyright infringement and I had to demonetize the video. I don't make that much on YouTube anyway, so I don't really care. You know, it's I don't do this for the income, but it's still kind of like one of those things I do keep in mind because, you know, I feel like it's a weird thing. I just don't want to have all my videos have copyright infringements, so it's like, you know, gotta watch out. But yeah. Yeah, Alfie, it's not fun. Whoa, what happened here? Shares are not currently available to short. Oh, I didn't even... What happened this time? I must have clicked on something. I don't even know what just happened. Oh my god, I almost want to close TOS right now. I just don't even trust it. Anyone buying this 9 EMA pullback? This could be a great entry under 350. That's probably what I'd be looking for, or waiting for a little bit more of a pullback, but I'm not sure if we're going to get that. This could be a nice little bounce here, maybe into the 60s, take a small little base hit, I don't know, 65 or something like that, see what happens. Yeah, it's an 8% move. It like doesn't feel like a big move, but these are big moves. No, I'm not Canadian. I was born in Germany, but I was raised in Florida. So I got that Florida driver's license, which is absolutely not accepted anywhere, I feel like. There's all these like rental cars here, and they're like, yeah, Florida driver's license, not gonna happen. I'm like, what? I've been driving since, what was that? 15 with the permit, and then 16 you get your driver's license. My first car was a stick too. It's not even like I don't even know how to drive manual, but Florida's driver there's a few more states in Florida they don't in America they don't like. Florida is definitely one of them, which I don't really blame him. I think to get my driver's license, I paid like $60 and like did some weird tests, and I got my driver's license. It was pretty ridiculous. Like, I could see why they don't trust it, but at the same time, like, you know, when you're 28, like, give me a break. Just a Florida man doing some trading, and it's not going real good. Not today. Kevin got 12K options. Yo, Kevin was going pure YOLO mode. What? How much? What's the value of that? That is not a small value. Jacksu, what I would really recommend checking out is if you go to that link, that first link in the video description below, you can see here, actually, you know what? I'll put it in the chat room as well. We got a whole foundation video series to get you caught up to speed. It's totally free if you don't have a Skillshare account. If you do, you could just probably make a new one. It's just a few hours long right here, and you'll get caught up to everything we do here on the stream. We also got a checklist to get you caught up to speed. We got the Discord for, you know, when we're not streaming, for some more chatting. But pretty much we're day trading lead gappers, and we're momentum trading. We're trading price action, you know, clean moves, nice breakout here, buying the pullbacks or whatnot, buying the breakouts, whatever your style is, and focusing on the lead gappers. And then we talk about swing trades. Right now we have, for anyone else tuning in, we tried to make a trade on ASM, then we didn't get filled, so I was like, okay, we're not filled. Then randomly 5 minutes later, we got filled, and I couldn't do anything about the trade. I tried to sell it, it didn't work at first. Then eventually a sell order went through. So right now I'm on the phone with TD Ameritrade support. I'm gonna try to get this trade reversed. They do it sometimes, but they're gonna have to check their end, see what the issues are. So right now I'm not trading. I'm just on the phone on hold. So yeah, most likely we're not going to do any more day trading today, which is a little bit unfortunate because, you know, we're up $600 pre-market, and this, you know, this trade put me red on the day, which I had no control over. Good news is, you know, there's more opportunity here with LODE. Just keep in mind, guys, if anyone's trying to get really aggressive right now, LODE would have actually worked well, but I would have been thinking, okay, there's a lot of traders probably in my situation right now that are not doing any more trading today. So I would have been probably a little bit cautious on LODE if I was not on the phone right now. So who knows, maybe I would have missed this. But that's really what I'm thinking at the current time. So just don't forget that, you know, the market might be missing quite a substantial amount of traders. A lot of people use TD Ameritrade, so it's hard to say. Good news is I think our IRA trades are slightly up today. Well, they were slightly up today pre-market. Still not. ADT, man, I'm really kicking myself. I should have dumped this trade. I really want to be buying QS right now. So I might honestly just dump ADT. I'm a little bit over holding this one. I've held it now for several months, and we're just about break even on ADT. I tried to get out on the way down here when it didn't continue holding its highs. It's down 18%, and it's just not doing it. So usually I would never sell on a red day like this. There's a great chance it's going to bounce back to 9.5. But at the same time, I just have no more chill with ADT, and I don't have any more capital available in my swing trade portfolio. So I do kind of want to be managing this position at one point because I want to be getting long some other stocks. So there's a good chance I will probably be closing out this position as soon as possible and then just, you know, moving on, which is kind of unfortunate. But, you know, this trade was pretty bad, and I should have closed it out probably some time ago because, yeah, we had an opportunity here, but I was waiting for that move to, you know, the 11s and maybe a quick fake out of 11 to take profits. So that was probably a little bit too greedy. I don't know. All right, Nicholas, I'll definitely be checking out. I wanted to do a full coverage on our swing trade portfolio this week. So I'm going to be looking into every ticker, going to be reading all the news again, getting caught to speed. There's a few that I'm a little bit shaky on. I didn't have the time to catch up last week. There's been so much on my plate. So thanks for letting me know, Nicholas. I will be checking out all of them. And then we'll be doing a full probably review of our swing trade portfolio pretty soon here. But yeah, right now it's a little bit of a break-even day. Nothing really too interesting. A lot of selling off. Some small moves to the upside, but nothing too substantial. So yeah, not really the most interesting to watch. Young Mo, know what happened? Were you swing trading KOSS? LODE flush to 3. Oh yeah, pretty nasty. This is kind of what I was referring to with the lack of traders. Typically, there would be a little bit more opportunity in these areas, but because platforms are down right now, traders can't trade. And traders that have traded might be in my position where they're just on the phone and they just might be fed up and they don't want to do any more trading. So sometimes in these situations, you don't get resolution anymore. So just be a little bit careful here. Pablo's wondering where the music's coming from. I really hope I don't get a copyright infringement for this, but I'm on the phone with TD Ameritrade support because of my first trade. I wasn't able to manage it, so we'll see. Nicholas, you can't post here, but post it in the Discord under due diligence, and I will definitely be checking it out. This is actually one of the longest I've ever been on hold with TD Ameritrade. Usually their support is quite quick, so there's got to be a lot of people calling in right now. And I even call during, you know, catastrophes like this one, and it's usually still pretty quick. So if we don't get on the phone with TD Ameritrade, I'm going to call them probably tomorrow morning. I might call them tonight, but I don't know. I don't want it to ruin my evening. I'd rather have a nice dinner with a wine and not think about calling TD Ameritrade, which just spikes my stress levels.
We are currently experiencing longer than normal wait times. We apologize for any inconvenience. If you are calling about a good faith violation in your cash account...
Did not trade 10 AMC. Did they cap? They could have, Constantine, because the thing is, it's not really the broker's decision. Citadel, the largest house that market makers, so to say, that handles the order flow, they're the ones that are putting restrictions on trading certain tickers because of the cash requirement that they need to have. They need to basically front 2 days of settling period for every stock that's traded. And usually the requirement was like 2% of the trade, and now it went up to like 100%. So they're just like, these tickers cannot be traded anymore. So that's where the issue's coming from. Ooh, SPCE, slow but surely, kind of popping up here. Look at this puppy. We bought it at 49. That's why I'm so happy about SPCE. This is kind of a swing trade. It's more of a squeeze kind of momentum trade. I have just a very small $800 position on Webull. We bought it a few days back during the mayhem, so I don't know if it's gonna break. Something tells me it won't, but I don't know. If it does, I'll be cheesing. If it doesn't, whatever. I wouldn't be surprised. ASM, small position, so I would average down at one point. ASM, finding a really good area where it would be tempting to trade it. Big support down here. I would not be surprised from this area on. We break above 2, and then maybe we start approaching the shoulder here where there was a base, and so support and then resistance. That would be 11% move. I'm not going to do it myself because of my issues I'm already having today with, you know, TD Ameritrade and ASM. But you know, if everything else was fine, it's a normal trading day, especially in a weaker market, this is a trade I would probably do for sure. Big support, not able to break 186 here, several attempts. I don't know, this could be good, but I don't know. Today it's a day where you want to watch out because there's a good chance it's just going to flush just because it's lacking traders like we were talking about before. So just be careful. So yeah, typically this is a trade I would make, but today not so much because of the lack of traders. So, but look at this on the daily. You can see huge support. I mean, it's pulling back right now to a key support zone. So this is like beautiful technically. Nice Shrikant and Annabelle. Sorry to hear that, but don't worry. It happens, you know. That probably happens to me like 5 times every day, every normal trading day. So it is what it is. Don't forget to drop a like, guys, if you enjoy the content. I really do appreciate that. And if you are new here, consider subscribing. We'd love to see you again. Right now, we're just on the phone with TD Ameritrade and, you know, hoping that we could reverse this last trade, and we'll see what happens. Most likely, I will have to mute most of the call because we talk about sensitive information, and I never know when it's going to be talked about, but we'll see what happens. This can't be copyright music. There's no way. I feel like that'd be just as sad if it was. It'd just be a sad world. Let's see here. NVAX. Anyone trading NVAX? I gotta say this one's really kind of creeping up here. Quite nice. This is a great pullback opportunity right here when it showed that it made a higher low. A little bit of a slower mover overall, but, you know, bigger position size, and I'll take care of that problem. Possible upside to about 300 on the weekly. Copywriting baby music, yeah. Literally. Constantine calling out load. Let's see, is it back up? No, it's having huge issues right now. AAU popping. Oh, this is the ticker before we were talking about pre-market. I was pretty stoked about AAU. I traded it once. I'm up $100 on AAU. Nice. Look at that. Look how fast it moves. This one candle here, boom, 5%, just like that. Beautiful pullback. Good volume coming in on this ticker. It's Canadian Gold Company. They don't really have any catalyst today, but silver macro news that we've been talking about. So silver macro news. Possible break at 1-2. If it breaks 1-2, guys, this one has big momentum behind it. Again, the market's going to be a little bit lighter today because of the broker issues. So another reason to be a little bit more cautious here. But typically 1-2, you know, a break of this could be good momentum. But we've already had a rejection here, a failed breakout here. So this is a third retest. Yep, Pablo. Yep. Oh man, this call is taking forever. This is so painful. I feel like we're all just spending time unnecessarily.
Under Regulation T, if an account incurs 3 violations on different days in a 12-month period, we are required to restrict that account to using only settled funds for a period of 90 days. During this restriction, you will only be able to buy securities if you have...
XSBA had a huge failed breakout. I'd watch out. Right now it's got the 180 back up resistance right above it. Pre-market was pretty nasty on this one. A lot of failed spikes in the past here. Although some of these failed spikes actually ended up being stair steppers, which is quite impressive. I don't know, it's not really ticker for me. Testing rules. It's had a nice multi-day run though, can't argue. I just feel like there's nicer tickers out there than this one. It does have kind of corona-related news coming out, which is tends to be quite well. Not sure. I don't know. No real comment. It's not a trade for me though. You know what is a trade for me that I actually just took a really small position on? Trading view. I had to really think about that for a second. I was like, oh, what's the name of this platform? I don't use TradingView that much anymore, but right now. Oh, I recently looked up sand when it was called out earlier today. Look at ASM. See, ASM is slowly making the move that we were talking about. Like, I'm not super optimistic because of the lack of traders today, but, you know, it's trying. Okay, so let's go back here to... Here, you can see my small XLM trade. I entered here. We were up just a little bit, 7%, but now we're down. I'm long a very small position, $1,000. I'm going to be accumulating XLM for probably the next few months. Yesterday was my first one, and then every week I'll probably be buying a position, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully I didn't just buy at all-time highs, but I think, 2021 is going to be quite a nice bull run overall, crypto bull run. So I'm going to be accumulating several. XLM is one of them. Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin, the big names. There's also several other smaller ones that I find quite interesting. Maybe we'll go put some in sand. I'm long track as well. Origin Trail. Yeah, we got quite the positions just across the board, but those to me, I've been day trading crypto for years. Well, like 2 years. I was really hardcore focused on it, and it was working quite well. But after day trading stocks and crypto, I feel like crypto is better to hold and accumulate, and stocks are better to day trade and also accumulate. So I accumulate mid to large caps, and I day trade small caps, and I feel like that works the best for me. I like the time schedule with stocks. I like that at, pre-market 7 to 9 you have some of the best trading. At the market open at 9:30 to 10:30 you have really good trading as well. And then after that, I'm done. I like to put in those 3 to 4 hours and then, be done. With crypto day trading, you never really know when it's going to pop, and you're just staring at like flat for hours, and it's a little stressful. So that's why I don't really day trade crypto that much anymore. It works well, but you gotta, figure it out for yourself. There's also, I've noticed, like peaks, like randomly, like 6 in the morning or something like that. It was like kind of consistent. There would be like a peak, a volatility spike. So like, if certain countries open up, certain markets open up around the world, you have to kind of follow those things, those trends. That works pretty well. Or swing traded. It works pretty well to swing trade. But ultimately, I think looking back in 3 years or something like that, you're just like, man, I should have just held. I feel like that's always the comment with crypto. So that's why I was like, crypto, better to just accumulate. And then day trade small caps, which you don't want to hold anyway. You don't want to hold usually any of these small caps for more than a couple minutes or a couple hours. Some, end up being like a multi-week, multi-day runner. But that's like, one out of every 30 in a way. Maybe one out of every 25, but yeah. So that's my thoughts. Sorry for my rant. LODE rallying here again. Nice little bottom bounce. I love the LODE move. Look at that, just 17 to 20% this move. Absolutely beautiful. Any thoughts on SGPX? Or like any new thoughts on this one? Look at that trend to the upside. This trend is so clean. This is like something we'd be day trading here pre-market. That is like picture perfect. Oh my lord. This literally is something you'd see on a 1-minute chart. I could probably find you guys a 1-minute chart that looks identical to this. That's a nice move. Right now, I'd be careful. This is officially on the backside of the move. Very light volume just in general. But yeah, this is backside. It might have another retest here. Might even break above 730. But right now it's on the backside, so I'd be a little careful on this one. Even if you're dip buying this one, I wouldn't probably look for an overall reversal. I don't know. That's just based on price action. I don't know much about this company.
That's required by FINRA regulations. When you complete 4 or more round-trip day trades in a rolling 5 business day period in a margin account.
Mobile testing, quick testing. That sounds good. Very competitive market for sure. Yeah, Pablo, feel free to share your favorite videos. I'm always interested. I couldn't discuss it on the top of my head, though, per se. It's not ringing a bell. Pray. No, I didn't trade LODE. I would have. Most likely I would have if we didn't have TOS issues. Robert's saying, I bought LODE on the third pullback. That's this one, I assume. So Robert bought here. which ended up being the backside of the move, right? Yeah, it failed and then flushed here to the downside, right? Should you be careful if you miss this first and second pullbacks on a breakout? Yeah, so typically the first two breakouts are the first pullback, or the first, second pullback are the best. Sometimes there's a third, sometimes there's a fourth, sometimes there's a fifth and a sixth, and then like a blow off top. You never really know how many it's going to be. For me personally, when I'm buying pullbacks, I'm watching the order flow. I want to see a lot of momentum, right? I want to see a bunch of momentum here. Technically, there was a lot of order flow. I don't really like the fact that this sell volume was so high, but it looks like these sell volumes were pretty high as well, so it's a little bit hard to gauge. What my biggest factor, now this is 2020 because I know what happened, so it's probably a little unfair to talk about this from my perspective, but at the same time, these are always things I'm thinking about. And right now, $4 is big resistance. So if we just were coming here, we had, the first pullback. I was already skeptical about it first, but it ended up working beautifully. We had another flag pattern here, which didn't really give much time to pull back. Then we had another move here. In this area right here, we're moving at 375. We know $4 is big resistance, and it's a whole dollar. Key support and resistance zone. So, are we going to break 4 right here? There's a chance, but I don't know. I'd be a little bit nervous. We had, a great 30% move here. Now we're already pretty much at a 30% move before the break. I'd be a little nervous. Does break 4, but ends up being a fake out. Now we're pulling back here. Well, can we break out 4 again right here? Yeah, sure we can. Sometimes we see another big green candle happen right away. But you want to be following the momentum very closely. And if I don't see that green candle right away, I start getting quite nervous. And you can see here, it pulls back again. And then we have a little bit of a green candle, but there's big resistance here. I would have been buying here and then selling as quick as possible, just because I suck at holding very long. It's just like, I can't do it. And then, ends up pulling back here. So this is quite a big red flag. If there's an opportunity to get out here, I'd be trying to get out around 3.5. I don't know if it goes higher, ends up not going higher. So yeah, that's a bit nasty. It's tough to say, but you want to be really watching that order flow. Also, what I just noticed here's a big red flag, but it's sometimes hard to notice at the time, is this candle right here has quite a lot of sell volume. You typically don't want to be seeing that much sell volume on the second or third red candle. So ideally, sell volume needs to be slowing. Right now, it's making a nice move to the upside. This could be a great entry right below 50. 47, 45, this could be a great entry. I'm not trading right now, but this is quite tempting. This is usually where I would want to be going long. So let's say we're long at 47 right now. That was a pullback entry. Pullback to the 9 EMA. I would be looking for a continuation here, back to $4, looking for a double top. Let's see. Right now we'd be up 3% or so. 3-4%. We'd be long at 47. I'd be looking for another candle. It's taking a long time. I don't like that it's taking this long. I would probably consider closing out more quickly. I'd be closed. Boom, I'm out. 5%. That's how I would treat it. So we would just make 5% right there, but at the same time, like, I don't have to risk that move to the upside, but I'm also not getting any upside. So, my problem with this one is, today's not the day. I feel like to put the trigger pedal to the metal anymore. It was, but with all these TOS issues and other brokerage issues, probably not, because a lot of traders are weary. Nice, Corey. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty jealous, man. Like, LODE is a clean one to trade. It looks nice. It looks really nice. No, Chris, I don't short sell. I didn't work on Wall Street. Well, technically I did, but I didn't at the same time. I just lived on Wall Street, and I worked where I lived. Nice, yeah, the tape is clean. I totally agree. The order flow is nice on this one. I feel like it's nice to read. I'm totally nervous trading right now on TOS. I feel like my orders aren't going to go through again. I have the same issue, but twice. Yeah, Corey, I don't know if you hear it, but I'm still on hold right now. I'm just chilly vanilla over here. Horrible. I've been on hold for 50 minutes. I've never been on hold for 50 minutes on TOS before, so this is really bad. Yeah, it sucks. Such a waste of a trading day, honestly.
or through the online message center.
My rent was 3,000 a month. It was so much. It's miserable.
To learn more, please log into your
And I had a studio. I had 600 square feet with one window.
funds.
It was a freaking hole in the wall, but the amenities at the place were really nice.
Buying non-marginable products such as options, futures.
Yeah, I hope it works, Corey. I hope it works. Boom! Look at that move on LODE again. Constantine. I don't know if that's really motivation right now. I was Jeff the 420's first guinea pig. That's what I was. Jeff was my neighbor. Those were good times. Good times for sure. Always getting rowdy at that place. The apartment building didn't let me extend my rent. I don't think they liked us very much. One time, in one day, we had over 20 noise complaints. Yeah. I feel like if you were our neighbor, you either hated us or you figured other ways to deal with it. Oh, Jason, thanks for that feedback. Look at Robinhood. LODE, guys, possible break here at 4. This is really good momentum we're seeing. Get off my lawn. Not sure, Jacksu. Not sure about that one. Hey, Corey, are you still trading LODE? I should have been trading it with small size, just to mess around a little bit. LODE is looking real nice. I'm not sure if I'm going to trade tomorrow market open. I really don't know. Most likely I won't. I'll be trading pre-market probably for sure, but I don't think I'm going to be trading at the market open. I'm going to probably take it real easy. Possible pullback here. Could be a quick rip here. I wanted to buy that, but then I hesitated because I was like, I shouldn't be trading right now. But I did have small size, so technically it would be fine. This is such a perfect setup here at 79. Oh my lord. I'm so tempted. Nice. 1K on the day, Corey. Happy to hear, man. That's beautiful. Doesn't really get better than that. Nice clean profit, and now you're just, coasting. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys, I really don't know how much longer I'm going to be on hold for. I'm clearly not going to do any more trading because if I did, I would have done it already. There's not a lot to say. I think I'm going to be on hold a little bit longer. I will update the watch list, and I'll update the watch list today, which you can find on the first pinned comment below the video. What happened on the phone call, and we'll also talk about tomorrow what happened. I don't know if it's going to be another 30 minutes, if it's going to be another 60 minutes. I'm not going to be trading anymore. I'm clearly distracted. Swing trades, I want to do a full review on them before I review them again with you guys, but you guys obviously know what the swing trades are. Here they go. So we're a little bit on the swing trades today, but these are entry prices, and we'll be doing a lot more swing trading talk discussion soon. Day trading today, quick little recap here. We're up technically $600 before this trade that I was not able to participate in, more or less, and we were able to eventually close it for a $600 loss. So I was up roughly 600, and then I gave back 600. So if TOS reverses this trade, which there's a good chance they will do, or they'll do something, I will be at least up a few hundred, if not my full 600. So today, my guess, it's somewhere between a $300 and a $600 profit day. We'll see what happens. So I can't complain, but at the same time, I missed a lot of opportunity on LODE, which I would have probably been trading quite aggressively if there was no sort of broker issues today. So kind of unfortunate. First trading day of the month, not like the best way to start, but you know, it is what it is. In the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if it's the first of the month or whatnot. It's, you know, it's all about consistency. And I think, you know, consistency is really what we've gotten pretty good at. So, you know, knock on wood. You know, this was a good month. So let's keep going here. Let me see if you guys have any other questions. These are my stats for January. Yeah, what would you guys like to see in a January recap? You guys want me to focus on anything? We'll probably do it very soon here. So let me know if there's anything you want me to focus on for the January recap. Dang, Matt. But yeah, you tell him. Yeah. Let's see here. I'll make sure I don't miss anything. Love the channel. Smash that like button for Alex. Thanks, David. I really appreciate that. Take the like button. Thanks, Kyle. Sold load at $3. Hey, that could be good. It really depends on the entry. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in today. I'm going to be on hold for who knows how much longer. In the meantime, I'll be, you know, doing the timestamps in the video description below, so you guys can scoot around this video easier if you want to. Not probably the best video to review, but I think that market open, definitely review that. I think that's going to be quite interesting to watch again. Get a little bit of shivers and shakes and whatnot. Ah, nice, Sean. Appreciate that. We're over 100 likes then. You smacked the 100th one. Heck yeah, man. All right, guys. So LODE, you're selling off here a little bit, so be careful. We do have a Telegram community. Go to tradejournal.co/connect. That first video or first link in the video description below, or the link right above here. It's pinned in the chat, and right here is the Discord. Yeah, the final countdown. I really hope that's not the case. We'll also be opening. Look, this is me without a beard when I was a little bit more sophisticated. And yeah, silver, guys, up 8%, but you know, it was up 11% earlier. So till tomorrow, stay safe, guys. Make some awesome trades, or don't trade anymore. That's probably the best decision. I will see you guys then tomorrow. So stay safe, make some awesome trades, guys. Peace out, and yeah, maybe get some disclaimer reading in here, because I know how much you guys like it. Not financial advice is hiding in a box. Pros, guys. I'll see you next time. I gotta figure out how to close this stream. Gets me every time. How do I do this?